And another thing that I've been noticing about this game is there's a lot of heavy concept of pollution. And I think that's also thematically something that is very, very heavily centrically focused upon. And again, I feel like that really goes hand in hand with the toning of this game. From the neon lights to the wet, rain-soaked districts. And the constant feeling of depression and the oppression from the peacekeepers. I feel like it's all incredibly dismal, and I think that's really good. It's like Kodaka has taken the central point of his games and adapted it in a new fashion, and it's really cool to see him exercise his creativity in that regard. And it's cool to see him stretch his legs and tackle something a little bit different. It's so familiar, yet it's so different at the same time.
Yeah.
I heard there was an explosion at the riverbank, but the peacekeepers took care of it right away. Could you give me any more details about the explosion? I believe there were multiple explosions, but the tunnel connecting to Kamasaki seems okay. Really?
Then...
maybe the explosions were smaller than we thought.
Uh-huh.
The path isn't closed anymore, so why not go take a look if you're interested?
Thank you very much.
That means everyone at the agency should be safe. Okay, let's hope. We still have to go on a date with Vivia. I'm not losing my main man. I'm not losing my main squeeze. Absolutely not. He has way too heavenly of a voice to be dead. Unless we're all dead already. Maybe we're all homunculi. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe each of the master detectives is a prefabricated organism with a special forte. Maybe that's what it is. I feel like that's too easy of a straw grab, though. I feel like that's too simple. I feel like people would be able to deduce that way too easily, and Kodaka games are usually written much more narratively deep than that. So I don't know how much stock to put into that theory. Oh, it's the cloaked person again.
Hey!
Why do they keep running from me?
He ran away when he saw me the other time, too.
Who is this person?
maybe you did something?
I don't think so.
We've been seeing
He's
them
a
since the
complete
very
stranger.
beginning of the game.
You sure you don't need to hurry to the riverbank? You might find Fuzzhead's corpse and then some.
No, that's not
What's
true.
up with you and dead
Say ominous
bodies?
Stuff like that.
Why can't you just be happy like these guys and just break out some vibes that
Who's
don't
that?
involve
And
dead
Why did
people?
they run?
I'm sick of everything in this vending machine. But new products never come to this town.
You know,
He seems pretty down. I guess I should leave him alone. Just break the vending machine, take what you want, and blame it on somebody else. It's not like the peacekeepers are going to investigate it. If you're feeling like some corn nuts, go ahead and grow some. It's not that hard. Okay, so we have an exclamation down, it would appear. So I have taken great care to try my best to do all the side quests up to this point. I will also do all the gabs with all the master detectives come the end of the game. But I think I want to include it as its own separate thing so as to not break the flow of the game. And I think that's how I'm going to tackle going about it. So the question is now, is how do I get down there? Have we already examined this? Wheat bun flavored soda. Who would buy this? But it's completely sold out. Maybe it's a really popular drink after all? I don't know. Meat bun flavored soda sounds fucking terrible. How do we get below? It's evident to me that we need to take a detour underground, but I don't know how. Okay, so all these people are the same people that have been here, I think. The hell are those peacekeepers doing? You want to know too, right, man? Hey!
huh?
Are you talking to me? Didn't you hear a torpedo blew up down by the river a little while ago? The explosion everyone was talking about was a torpedo? No good closing the horse when the stable door's bolted, you dummy. Gotta put that sucker before the cart. Wait, about that torpedo. I didn't think much of those peacekeepers from the very start.
Aww.
He's too drunk to listen to us. Hey, buddy. You listening? He's going to start rambling again. I should just leave him alone. Fair enough. I think I get mad at corporate oppression too when I've had a few. Godspeed. Let's go down to the riverbank and check the aftermath of the sub. I can't believe what Yomi did to Martina. I did not expect that shit. Wow. This thing is totally, utterly destroyed.
Terrible. The agency is completely blown to pieces.
Wow, holy shit.
I thought I found a place I could call home.
Well, now it's lying in wreckage at the bottom of the river.
I thought there'd be some around here.
Well, keep your spirits up, Shinigami. Maybe they've washed down river. Who knows?
Of course not! Everyone is still alive! Master detectives wouldn't die so easily.
Yuma, you are aware that the first 5 detectives we met all got burned to death in their sleep. Come on, pal.
You say that, but didn't they all die on the Amaterasu Express?
Yes.
That's...
exactly what I was right about to say. Oh, cutscene. Oh no. Abduction van? Where's your license plate? Do you have any tabs that are up to date? What's going on? Dude, can I stop getting abducted for 5 minutes? I told you, man, we're gonna see him plastered on milk cartons everywhere. I give it 3 weeks. Jesus, dude. Foiled again. By absolute strangers. Okay.
Master!
Huh?
Oh no. I've seen every Hostel movie. This better not be no Eli Roth.
Am I?
You're finally awake!
Oh no.
Well, I also just woke up.
Am I underground or
You're
above
asleep,
ground?
so
Very
am I.
important question here. Very important distinction. I need to know.
Because we're one and the same!
I remember...
Okay, well, if
I
we're
was
one and the same,
suddenly
you're sharing my
thrown into a
panic of being
car
locked in a
and-
room with a fucked up couch and just no windows, no openings, no doors, no nothing.
I think you let your guard down too much. How many times are you gonna let yourself get knocked unconscious?
Yeah, seriously.
I can't help it!
Good thing
This
Yuma
city
doesn't
is
attend
so
any of the underground
weird.
nightclubs.
Why does this keep happening to me?
This guy would get roofied in a second.
Who would do such a thing to you? And for what reason?
That's a great question.
Could it be the Peacekeepers?
No, I don't think it's the Peacekeepers. If it was the Peacekeepers, I know they operate from different vans, and all their vans have been the same, and they have the same gray motif. And they don't have the emblem of the Peacekeepers
Look
on the
around.
side.
It's so dirty here.
My guess is that this is some sort of resistance.
If it's the Peacekeepers,
Against the
they'd
Peacekeepers.
probably be sitting on reclining chairs with their feet up in a tidy room.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think this is the Peacekeepers.
But if it isn't the Peacekeepers...
I think this is some sort of underground rebellion.
We can worry about it later.
Look at the
First, we have
poster.
to get
There's a
out of
fist
here.
and there's a blue and red motif. This is most certainly a resistance that
that's fair.
kidnapped me. But why?
Where am I?
Have they heard of my
I better find a way
exploits?
out of here.
Have they heard of my A&S ranks within the Mystery Labyrinths? I think I've seen these posters in Kamasaki District too. Just who's been putting them up?
Aww.
They all look kinda samey. If you want to grab people's attention, you gotta mix it up design-wise.
Who do you think these posters are for, Shinigami? I don't know, maybe she's trying to sell some houses. Goddamn, Yuma, can she have a job other than being a death god?
Slapping so many posters up in such a tiny room, it's like they're trying to brainwash people. Be careful, Master. People like you are susceptible to that sort of thing.
Huh?
I'm not that simple. Yes, you are. Come on, Yuma, don't lie. Even I know you're full of shit, and I have the IQ of a walnut.
This is...
It's a worn-out sofa covered in dust.
Come on.
Absolutely filthy, aren't you, Master?
Why direct that at me? Yeah, direct it to the sofa.
It won't
Kind of
open.
insulting.
Seems like it's locked with a padlock or something from the outside.
Padlocked from
Why
the
would they even
outside.
want to
Why?
imprison me?
Exactly, why? Okay. Are there any windows? There's ventilation shafts, it would appear.
There's another
These are
one,
either
Master.
windows or vents. They appear to be
There's a vent
vents.
here, but it's too small to pass through.
Yeah, there's no fucking way.
The floor and the walls don't seem fragile enough to break. And there's no way out through the ceiling either.
Okay.
Looks like you're stuck in here.
I was gonna say, so what options does that leave us? It's not like we carried a spoon in here with us to carve our way out with.
No point feeling gloomy about it. Just enjoy it while you can. It's so fun. It's like we're frolicking through the sunlit grass in spring.
If the sunlit grass in spring was a fucking random fuck-off room, Eli Roth style, and I have no idea where we are.
It's hopeless.
With
We're
the fucked up
completely
sofa.
stuck. It's just
It doesn't
like
help
everything
that this
in my
room is
life right
utterly
now.
filthy.
I'm trapped with
They couldn't
no
have
way
had a
out.
sanitization crew roll through here?
Master looks so lonely right now.
I feel like I'm gonna get
It's like he's
tetanus
given
and
up
all
on
sorts of
everything.
myriads of diseases just from sitting in this room.
Hey, can I give you a back tattoo that says "My life is over"?
You want to give me a prison tat? Yeah, sure, if you can hold a needle.
Sorry, but I'm not really in the mood for your antics right
Maybe
now.
then Yuma won't get kidnapped so easily.
What's got you so
We're
down
like a
anyway?
Disney
Not
princess.
like you had anything to lose in the first place. Besides me, that is.
Thank you, Shinigami. That's really assuring. I have Vivia, I have
life's been a mess
Desahiko,
ever
I have
since you started
Fubuki, I have
haunting me.
Halara. I have everything to lose, god damn it.
Shinigami? What about those other detectives?
Exactly my point. We can't afford to lose them.
What do you mean?
We haven't even gone on a date with Vivia yet.
You said you've haunted other detectives in the past. They all gave up their memories, right? Were they able to achieve their goals using the power you gave them?
So I don't know whether or not at this point in the game if I should be interpreting this as she's been haunting different detectives throughout their lives, or if she's been haunting me over and over and over again.
I
And each
don't
previous
really
time
remember
I've
the past.
died in my
I'm
efforts
trying
to
forget
attain the
what happened
truth.
yesterday. Oh, but
And
there
she's
was one
haunting me, and I'm
detective
just
I
a new
distinctly
iteration. I'm
remember.
just a new clone of that same detective.
You always like to say this one thing. I want to eradicate all unsolved mysteries from this world and bring happiness to everyone.
That sounds like something Yuma would say. Further on in the game, where he realizes what it means to be a detective and whether or not he wants to pursue it as a passion, that seems like something Yuma would say.
Huh?
I think that's a solid theory.
I want to make a world where no one weeps while imprisoned by unsolved mysteries. He said that with such sparkling eyes that I laughed out loud.
Or maybe she's alluding to her haunting of number 1, possibly.
It still
I
makes
don't
me
know what to
laugh
make of
as if
that.
A single detective could do that.
Imprisoned by unsolved
A single
mysteries.
detective, so maybe that's why the WDO was founded.
Like the Watchmaker's son. Or Kurumi.
I see.
If those cases remained unsolved, would they have suffered the same fate?
Well, yeah, Kurumi would have died. Can't
So
have
you
that.
didn't answer me. What about that detective? Was he able to bring happiness to everyone?
I don't know. Besides, I don't remember much.
That sounds like Shinigami is talking bullshit. Either that or she genuinely doesn't remember because she shares my memories. Maybe that's what it is. But Shinigami kept stuff from us before.
But if you look at how the world is right now, isn't the answer obvious?
I guess.
So maybe Shinigami is just being very evasive here and not giving us a definitive response.
There's no way detectives could make people all over the world happy. Even in Kanai Ward alone, the number of unsolved mysteries keeps increasing.
So my intuition and my analytical skill is usually pretty strong if I have time to think on
What
it.
can detectives even
But
do?
if I have to do it in the moment, sometimes I'm really idiotic, and you can see that throughout
Detectives
this
are
entire
useless.
playthrough, I'm sure.
I'm useless.
Like, for example, the paintbrush in the last chapter that I did with the school. I remembered a paintbrush, I just didn't remember it being wet, and I didn't remember where it was located. But, for example, I was on to the fact that the poison was not mixed directly into the bottle from the get-go, from jump. Like, I'm usually really analytical. I knew that the poison had to have been introduced some other way. Like, it had to have been applied by some other means. Oh no. This guy looks scary as fuck. Oh my god. I don't want to be locked in an underground room with a big bluff black man. I'm sorry. Like, I don't want to be locked in here with a big buff black man. No, thank you.
Oh, you're awake. Sorry for getting rough.
Oh, never mind. He seems friendly. But maybe he isn't. What if he's not friendly? What if he's just pretending to be friendly to lure me into a false sense of security?
Well,
Maybe that's what it
quite
is.
the character here.
Who
He looks
are
like a
you?
mechanic.
Yeah, I'm glad you asked.
Let me guess. He's the leader of this
Consider
resistance.
this. Have you seen a child crying on a street corner? How about a kid wandering with no place to go?
He is, isn't he?
We're a group of volunteers who shed blood so people like that don't have to shed tears.
You're part of a resistance,
right.
aren't you?
We're the proud resistance
I knew it.
Amaterasu Corporation.
Of course, it was so fucking obvious.
Resistance?
I'm not getting all chuff and proud like I fucking figured it out. It's like, no, it's
I'm
pretty
the head
obvious.
honcho. The name's Shachi.
Shachi,
Nice to meet
okay.
you.
Sancho, alright. My name's Yuma.
Reminds me. I've seen
Pleasure
the
to meet you.
flyers all over Kanai Ward.
Yeah,
Yeah.
passing out flyers is an important part of our activity. We need to recruit as many people as possible. Though once
Okay.
we're finally caught by the peacekeepers, we'll probably all hang.
But what does the resistance want with me?
You're chuckling awfully boisterously for somebody that just mentioned hanging people.
First, let me apologize for not being able to bring you here in a more graceful way.
Yeah. What about the... Maybe they had to kidnap me and bring me here because there's peacekeepers prowling the streets. So maybe because they're in a struggle against the peacekeepers, they had to do it that way.
But if I didn't do it this way, you couldn't stay hidden from the peacekeepers.
Right.
Why did you go to such lengths to see me?
Makes sense.
Allow me to explain. Please,
Yeah,
would
please
you
do.
join us at our hideout? I want you to have a little chat with my friends.
Okay, well at least this time I'm given an option. The last time I was literally just brought somewhere and I had no idea where the fuck I was. But to be fair, my submarine got blown up. So
Hideout?
Don't worry, they're all good guys. Come on, follow
I
me.
don't know that for certain yet. You are a resistance. You could turn on me at the drop of a hat.
Seems like I'm being
I don't know
dragged
whether or
into
not I
even
should
more
trust you.
trouble.
It doesn't look like you have a choice right now anyway. At least he's the type of guy who's kind to a lost kid.
Yeah, great. How kind.
Not a
Milk carton
kid.
kind to a lost kid? Yeah, exactly. Yuma's sprite was
Is
my
it
face.
really okay to follow him?
Oh, we'll find out.
Master, stop being so indecisive.
Okay, there's... Okay, well, every time I try to make a decision, you're like, you shouldn't do this, Master. You should do this, Master. And now I'm forced into a decision where I have no other option, and you're like, oh, you're so indecisive. Fuck you. Dohya District. Criminals and others on the run from peacekeepers occupy the abandoned buildings here, making the area fairly dangerous. Okay, so we're not in an
Alright,
underground room.
It's already morning.
We're in a penthouse
the
suite.
sun rose while you were fast asleep.
What is this place?
You call that sunshine, really? I call that smog. Oh lord.
The whole area is submerged.
Holy shit,
Looks
this
like
area is
stagnant
slummy as
rainwater
fuck.
that didn't drain.
Okay.
Do people
That's cool.
actually live
I like
here?
the structural dynamic here.
Only weirdos
So if these
who
people are
play
impoverished and
animals could live in a place
underprivileged,
like
that
this.
really brings life to the city in a new light.
Is this
That's
your
really
first
cool.
time in Dohya District?
This is Dohya District.
Dohya District?
Yeah, Dohya
Short.
District?
It's what you'd call the slums.
The slums, okay.
It's like this. thanks
Yeah,
to
you know what? I could see
Amaterasu.
that. I get kind of a slummy vibe from
People
this.
here are forced to live in the backwaters. They don't seem to care one bit about the unending rain. Of course they don't.
I kind of like the rain.
They're all living high up, looking down on us.
Oh, I see.
All the
Okay.
dirt and grime they spit out flows down from the city and ends up swirling around here.
Yeah, that makes sense. That explains why your water is toxic puke green.
This is the
Maybe you
reality
shouldn't
of
be
Kanai
drinking
Ward.
it. Maybe you're better off drinking the rainwater,
Kanai
honestly.
Ward's reality.
But then again, peacekeepers would probably
Come on.
stop you from doing
Our
that,
hideout
too.
is this way.
Okay. This guy just brought me to the slums. I don't even know who the fuck this dude is. He brought me to the slums, and he's like, my hideout's over here. Okay.
We want to help the poor.
I trust you, sure. Oh, look at that. They even have natural water slides. That's cool.
Things can get resolved without a fight.
Calm down. I know there's sewage
I
pipes.
doubt the peacekeepers feel the same way, though.
I'm just trying to look at things
Always striving to
optimistically.
crush us.
Look at the water here, dude.
That's why we
Jesus
armed
Christ.
ourselves, prepared to fight.
There's like all
back.
sorts of algae and fucked up
We
shit
don't
in
know
it.
when this
God
fight
damn.
will end. We don't
Wow,
know if we'll still be
okay.
able to smile when it does.
That brings a lot of
may
identity
not
and
have
life
the
to this
answers.
district. That's cool.
We have to keep fighting.
Very good dynamic
We
here.
were born and raised here, after all.
I was gonna say, there's no hidden things around corners that I should be worried about, is there? Okay. This is really cool. I'm really liking the atmosphere of this district right now. Let me get an overhead view. Is there any way we can get a... I kind of want like an overhead kind of shot.
Some stuff happened, so I don't have a place to call home right now.
Yeah, back-to-back kidnappings. Also, my sub got blown up.
Oh, so you're like us then?
Kind of, yeah.
Guess that
Homeless?
kinda makes us buddies.
Yeah, I guess we can be homeless pals, sure.
Well, I'm not so
We can
sure
play
about
harmonica
that.
together over a burning barrel.
But I suppose the
Full
Resistance
of rubbish.
and the Nocturnal Detective Agency are both being oppressed by Amaterasu.
That is
Our
true.
goals and
That's kind
aspirations differ,
of
but we're
accurate.
Kinda like friends in that regard.
Okay, so
Master,
before
you're
I
a
follow the
professional
guy, I
loner,
want to
so
do a
you
little bit of
don't need any
exploration
friends.
if I can.
What's a professional loner?
Us. Vivia. Camping in the fireplace. Very ironic. He likes books, though. It makes sense. He likes his isolation. I get it. I'm not really into books myself, but... Wait, can we go this way? What's down here? Oh, wow. Now we
Hey.
get a really good look at the water.
For now.
Okay, I'll come over there in a minute. Looks like I have to do as he says for now. Do I really? This is our chance to make a break for it and run, Yuma. Come on, dude. You're way too gullible. Look at the water, dude. Jesus Christ. Chili pepper. I wonder what kind of store this is.
Oh,
Super suspicious. Let's try calling for the owner.
No way. This place is too scary. It's not scary. They're just impoverished people, Yuma. Come on. Are you afraid of the
Hey,
poor?
good work being on the lookout. This is our hideout.
Okay, I was gonna
Come
say,
on
this
in.
must be their base of operations then.
The Resistance's hideout. It's a bit scary, but
there's no running away now.
Yeah. It seems like we're in it for the long run. It definitely seems that way. A movement that has declared its opposition to Amaterasu Corporation. The name of the group is Anti-Establishment Organization, but they're commonly called the Resistance. Guillaume's Lucky Fortune Telling. Lucky scale of the day for all the Libras out there. Carry 100 gram weights. I don't think so. I think I'm good. I'm actually a Libra too, that's kind of funny. So I guess that person does like astrological signs or something? I'm assuming that's the name of the person. If they're doing fortune tellings. Oh, who are these guys?
It's time for a revolution.
Oh,
Hey,
dude, I know that
Don't
voice.
start a revolution here.
That guy's from Demon Slayer. That's one of the Kakushi that works in the
Lost
hospital.
Again.
Oh, who is she? Ooh, military mommy? Yes, please. Let me guess, she's a schizophrenic psychopath.